In this segment, we're going to cover the pre-inspection procedure, part 2. In the first part, we went through and seen basically how the door was mounted, what it was mounted to, so we got a good idea how it fastened. Now we need to get some information about the dimensions of the existing door so we can compare them to the door that we're going to replace it with and look for any changes that need to be made to ensure that it fit. Basically what we want to do is we need to get a width measurement from the outside edge of the door to outside edge. You'll need to get a height measurement from the bottom of the outside edge to the top, and that gives you an overall door size. This type of door uses a mounting flange. We want to measure the backlash from the outside to the flange. Write that down. We want to check at the base and see if we've got the flange mount, and let me open the door to give a clearer view. You can see the different elevation changes. The first segment or stop here holds the sliding screen door assembly. The second main track is what the door slides on. We need to know from the base the height there and the offset up to the next track up. Okay, on the base platform or the threshold, you've got two elevations here, the exterior elevation and the interior elevation. And you need to measure those up from the bottom so you don't run into an issue where your elevation changes and you could cause a lip or a rise that need to be put in. Also in this application, you'll see that the actual slides are unprotected. When at all possible, I try and put in a threshold that will come up to the height of where the runners are, so when somebody steps across it, their weight load is distributed between the interior threshold and the exterior threshold, and that prevents the wear and tear on the tracks or possible damage to the tracks from getting scuffed with feed or other items going in and out of the door. So you want to measure up and get the exterior elevation change from the height of the track from the base and then the interior one, and write those measurements down. We'll need to know the inset, the distance between the outside of the frame to the mounting flange. You'll need to write that down. And then the interior one, from that mounting flange to where the door jamb ends on the inside. The actual width of the door jamb. You're going to want to draw you a little picture and write down all those measurements you've taken so you can compare that to the new door and make all the comparisons, note any changes, and then come back and physically determine what you're going to need to do, how to change the situation, so that you can compensate and everything will work out. Once again, a well-prepared and laid out plan and addressing all these issues ahead of time will really make for a smooth application. When you get things torn apart and find out that they're not the same, that's when you get into a crisis management situation and things don't go as well. Okay, so once you've gotten all the information, all the variable measurements, anything else that you might see according to the specifications you have from your door, or something that may be different in how the door itself is installed, note all those changes so you can make your comparisons. Then obtain all the materials ahead of time so you can have them on hand. And that should pretty much cover the preparation portion of this. Next thing we need to do is get all the material on the outside and the inside of the door removed so we have complete access to the door to remove it. So watch our next segment and we'll cover removing the exterior siding or molding.